Okay, everything seems to be running again. I think. Hold up. Oh shit. Oh, why is my bitrate going off the shits? Your network. Why though? Hmm. Well, that's not good. Did it crash again? Seems like it's running fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're stable again. Okay. Okay. Think we're chilling. Think we're chilling.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd
Oh.
advise you to stay away from that place.
Hello.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Oh, well knows. There's no fucking way he doesn't.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but
Oh,
before
yeah.
I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I
Yeah,
need to
well,
make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
yay! It's a welted.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Okay.
Feeling lucky.
Oh my god, bad luck. Luck, holy shit. What's the point of this if I can just see, like, the marker?
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case,
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
there's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
Okay, that's huh. Oh, that's interesting.
How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
A little bit.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their
He's
way
back.
into the lives of organic life forms?
Oh shit, that's right. Hold up. Neither neither did I expect to see you here in Pentacody, Mr. Squirrelum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Perda? It's a word beyond the knowledge of the nameless. After all, I wrote to her, hoping that all encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there's something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world infused or influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clues about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the Society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same. But it did not pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance. Holy shit, the background's actually making me a little dizzy. My guess is that there's a chance that the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the remembrance technology, after all. It's also thanks to her we got to make Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the oh my god, abyss. We even went to the abyss to bring back a Leviathan Karas? Jesus. Back for a unique friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much to underestimate, but none of us expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah. A bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Zhenzhou concerning her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My company, my companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyways. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now. Oh, about that. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Himiko.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
Oh yeah, I can turn autoplay back on.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
How the fuck do you even explain this? Like, what the hell happened? Apparently, there are many Tingyuns here with us. Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have. Or go with the first one.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. I wanted more candies. Behold the laugh maniac.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind.
Oh, it's a
causing
disguise. Oh
scattered
man,
memory
I'm slow.
fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's
Jump
going
him!
on?
Got him! No, I'm playing. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Yang? Have you turned on us? Am I still dreaming?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course.
You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak?
You bet your ass I did. I'm not one to boast about past feats. Is it with your opponent, not as a team effort? There we go.
The
You know, let's
surprises
humble it.
just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Oh,
Let's leave
not
this
wrong.
discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
God, are they just gonna speak in like gibberish? On the Ting-Yun that is easy to
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the Ting-Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want to clone copies of myself to how Miss Ting-Yun got sense of humor these days.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the Storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yuns here.
Visionary Ting-Yun. Oh, fuck.
That sounds nice. People never
Just a
forget a
cute.
personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting-Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one! But it may take me a while to identify her.
Holy shit. How many times did this girl sneeze? What Ting-Yun are you?
Huh? Ugh, yikes! She's scary! No, I won't be able to talk to her. Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?